Welcome to my first ever podcast style post here on Patreon. I have decided to start making these monthly lessons as if I were training you in my style of witchcraft. This will be set up as if you were a student of mine going through a year and a day program. This is something I've considered doing for a very long time, and finally I decided this format was a great place to start. For those new to my content, I will put this disclaimer now. I am not part of any tradition. I pull from a variety of sources and UPG from myself and from others in the community. If this is not something you are interested in, leave now. You have been warned. Any comments or messages that are filled with hate, bullying, and other attitudes of that nature will be deleted and blocked. Witchcraft is a personal journey. Anyone claiming that it must be done a certain way should be viewed with a healthy dose of skepticism. You may not always agree with me, but be warned, for my new witches out there are a lot of hateful people that infiltrate this community. Whether it is Wicca, witchcraft, neo-paganism, Reconstructionist, and so on, there are good people and there are bad. Anyone promoting harmful or hateful behavior will be removed. Year 1 of my Witchcraft Training Course will last from May 2023 until May 2024. Beltane until Beltane. I know this is a strange time to start training as a witch. You can begin as soon as this is posted, or begin whenever you see fit. Many witches will begin their journeys around Samhain, Yule, Imbolc. Since this will be posted from May 2023 onward, it is ultimately your choice to begin right away or wait until the time of the year that is best suited for your liking. You may have stumbled upon my content, including this podcast, at a later date. Again, start your journey however you see fit. I picked May for a number of reasons. This season is when life is finally returning to the land around me here in Utah. The snows have melted and the flowers are beginning to bloom. And what better time to start to dive into the study of witchcraft, a religion or spiritual path which holds the sacredness of nature above everything else. The seasonal depression is finally gone as the warmth has returned. Walking around town and seeing the beautiful flowers is truly a reminder of the sacredness found in witchcraft. My hope for this journey we are about to take will teach you what witchcraft is to me and encourage you to find your own path as we go. Naturally, when you first begin, you will rely heavily on a teacher, in this case me, and over time, you will explore your own beliefs and concepts. Perhaps you will find my method works for you. Odds are good you're going to explore areas and concepts in a different context and find they work better for you. Witchcraft is about individuality. This is about exploring your relationship to witchcraft, nature, the divine, and the magic around us. And so for this first installment, it seems only appropriate to begin with the Book of Shadows. So without further ado, let's get on with the lesson. Everyone has seen the witch's magical spellbook, whether it is handed down generation to generation as seen on Charmed, or it is an entity all its own, such as in Hocus Pocus. Witches and their magical books are one of the most famous combinations found in media today. Will your Book of Shadows magically flip to the page that you need? No. Will it fly across the room when summoned? I wish. Hollywood magic and true witchcraft magic are completely separate things. If you are here hoping to learn spells like those you've read in books such as Harry Potter, or seen in a Dungeons & Dragons session, you are in the wrong place. However, if you have witnessed a handful of people carefully laying flowers beside a riverside on Groundhog's Day, or seen a group of people dancing around a maypole erected in their front lawn on May 1st, or perhaps you've walked by a family visiting their loved ones' graves with apples and non-alcoholic cider every Halloween, this is the type of witchcraft you will find. This series is designed for those who already have an interest in modern witchcraft as a religion. Perhaps you know very little about what witchcraft is. Maybe your friend you've seen wear a pentacle ring and decide you wanted to learn more about what they're interested in. As a preface before we jump into today's lesson, what witchcraft is varies person to person. There are likely thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of traditions that exist in the world today, with most being formed with each new witch stumbling into our expansive community. These lessons will not be discussing every form of witchcraft and may not include the quote-unquote basics that everyone has written about in Witchcraft 101 books and blogs. This is my witchcraft tradition. It is founded mainly on UPG, Unverified Personal Gnosis. What in the world is UPG?